Hey YouTube, as my first commentary, I figure I'd start out with a little story. I'm gonna start about 5 or so months ago when I was at an Air Force basic training. So how basic training works is you're in a flight with about 50 or other people having to go through the same bullshit as you. 2 MTIs are assigned to your flight. Their job is to train you on how to act and operate in the military. Learning customs and courtesies, how to stand at attention and parade rest, basically not moving for sometimes an hour to 2 hours at a time. So this is something that actually happened to a friend of mine and has become somewhat of an inside joke in our flight. For the sake of the privacy, we're calling him Mike. So Mike is eating lunch in the chow hall with somebody else from our flight. A big concept that they make you stick by is something called the wingman system. The wingman system is basically implemented so that you can't be alone at any time ever. It's basically made so that you can't kill yourself, kill other people, or run away. What a great system. Mike is sitting at this table after he finished eating because he's waiting on the other guy to finish eating as well, someone else from our flight. Sitting near him was the instructor supervisor who was sitting in the snake pit, which is named that because all the instructors sit there. The instructor supervisor, who we're going to call Master Sergeant Chestnut, was a real asshole. He took every chance he could to yell at trainees, which would be us, and make a scene in front of everyone. So he saw Mike sitting there looking around and not eating. Master Sergeant Chestnut decides to call him out saying, "Why aren't you eating? Why are you just sitting there looking around?" Mike replies with, "I'm just waiting for my friend to finish eating." Sergeant Chestnut says, "Oh no reporting statement. Go put your tray away and come to the front and talk to me." If you're confused on what a reporting statement is, it's this annoying little phrase that you have to say before you talk to any non-commissioned or commissioned officer. It goes something like, "Sir, trainee fuckhole reports as ordered." So Mike gets up, puts his tray away, and marches. And yeah, you can't walk. You have to march. It's basically just, you can't be a human or anything like that in basic training. So he marches to the snake pit to talk to Sergeant Chestnut. Sergeant Chestnut asks him, "Who's your instructor?" For the video, we're gonna call him Sergeant Jesus, or Master Sergeant Jesus. So Mike says his reporting statement, and then he says, "My instructor is Chief Master Sergeant Jesus." This is basically where Mike fucked up. See, there are 3 tiers of Master Sergeant. There's the basic Master Sergeant, there's Senior Master Sergeant, then there's Chief Master Sergeant, and God forbid you fuck that up. Sergeant Chestnut gets pissed, like he was about to tackle little Mike here for mistaking his rank. In his second week of basic training, he just gets up and paces around back and forth, all red and shit, and says, "Oh, Jesus is a chief now. I'm his boss and he outranks me." Makes a whole lot of sense. Who am I? Mike then says, "Chief Master Sergeant Chestnut." Chestnut was about to impale this guy, end his career before it started. "Oh, so I just ranked up too." Then he walks around talking to the other instructors all like, "Did you hear that? I got promoted. I didn't even know that. Crazy, isn't it?" So then Chestnut gets real close to Mike. He had this weird fetish where he's talking shit to you and he'll just whisper it in your ear and shit just to intimidate you. So he's whispering in Mike's ear, "Mess my rank up or anyone else's rank up again and I'll recycle you to 0 week." Now when you're in basic training, the 2 trigger words for traumatizing a trainee are recycle and 0 week. Getting recycled is basically when you fuck up so much that you get sent back to a week or more in training, having to do all that shit over again. Meaning you're in basic training longer than you need to be. 0 week is the first few days you're in basic training where you get basically little to no sleep for the first few days. Your body's not used to the extremely over healthy food you make or eat, and you spend every day getting yelled at like you're a toddler. So you could imagine the trauma that just happened to Mike. I'm pretty sure he got PTSD from that, but that's really it. I don't have a lot of good stories or anything, but when I remember them, I will definitely tell you them. That's it for this video. I hope you all have a good day. If you enjoyed my video, go ahead and subscribe.